The Great Depression was one of the largest crises of the 20th century, significantly affecting the global economy. This crisis began in the United States in 1929 with the stock market crash and spread worldwide. It led to mass unemployment, resulting in increased poverty and social unrest. Historically, the Great Depression was not only an economic phenomenon but also a political and social one. The Great Depression started on October 24, 1929, a day known as Black Thursday, when the stock market plummeted. The stock market crash marked the beginning of the Great Depression, but its deeper causes lay in long-standing problems in agriculture and industry. In the 1930s, the unemployment rate in the U.S. reached 25%, meaning that 1 in 4 people was jobless. During the Great Depression, more than 9,000 banks failed, causing millions of people to lose their savings. The U.S. gross domestic product, GDP, fell by approximately 30% between 1929 and 1933. Agricultural production declined, leading to food shortages and rising prices. Many farmers lost their land and became homeless, with many migrating to cities. The crisis intensified distrust in President Herbert Hoover's policies, leading to his defeat in the 1932 election. In 1932, Franklin Delano Roosevelt was elected U.S. President and launched the New Deal program. The New Deal included the creation of a social welfare system, implementation of infrastructure projects, and job creation. During the Great Depression, many people were forced to lower their standard of living, often experiencing food shortages. Industrial production in North America was cut in half. Global international trade volume dropped by 50%. During the Great Depression, nearly 2 million people in the U.S. became homeless. Political radicalism and extremism grew in several countries, fueling the rise of fascist and communist movements in Europe. The Great Depression contributed to Adolf Hitler's rise to power in Germany and led to World War II. Most small businesses in the U.S. went bankrupt and closed. The social welfare system was introduced in the U.S. for the first time under Roosevelt's New Deal. During the Great Depression, Hollywood cinema produced more comedies and musicals to entertain the public. The education sector also suffered. Many schools were closed or downsized. The Great Depression increased global migration, with many people moving to other countries in search of work. Many families could not support their children and were forced to send them to orphanages. In the 1930s, automobile production in the U.S. declined by half. Due to the Great Depression, many women entered the workforce out of necessity to support their families. After the Great Depression, labor laws were changed in both the public and private sectors. The economic crisis worsened social inequality not only in America but worldwide. During the Great Depression, radio became the primary source of information for many families, as other forms of entertainment were unavailable. During the crisis, some segments of the U.S. population suffered from poor health due to limited access to food and healthcare. The so-called Dust Bowl drought created additional challenges for U.S. agriculture in the 1930s. During the Great Depression, many countries adopted economic protectionism, making international trade more difficult. The Great Depression was a crucial period in world history that profoundly impacted the economy, politics, and society. This crisis highlighted the need for radical reforms in the global economic system to prevent similar catastrophes in the future. Furthermore, the lessons of the Great Depression remain relevant today and continue to influence economic policy. This period once again demonstrated to the world the importance of stability, planning, and international cooperation.